We sometimes have amnesia in this building because not too long ago, Connecticut had a deplorable reputation across the country for a culture of corruption. They called it Corrupticate. Politicians of both parties, legislators, mayors, and a governor went to prison. And on a bipartisan basis, Democrats and Republicans in this building decided that money in politics was a chief source of that corruption and enacted the Citizens Election Program, not funded by taxpayer dollars, but by small voluntary contributions and by unclaimed property to reduce the influence of money on politics. And it's been a fantastic success. Today, all constitutional officers and the vast majority of legislators of both parties voluntarily participate in the program. And if you talk to any lobbyist in this building who's worked under the old system, they'll complain about how much their influence over the decision-making process has dropped. The state faces a lot of challenges, many of them fiscal, and many of those fiscal challenges are a direct result of decisions we inherited from the old ways of doing business. Sure, the Citizens Election Program costs money, but the old ways of doing business costs far more. We hear the same cynical arguments over and over, that the program is taxpayer funded. It isn't. That the program has failed because it hasn't 100% eliminated the power of special interests or money or corporations or unions. Of course it hasn't, but it was never designed to. Nor can it until the Supreme Court reverses decisions like Buckley and Citizens United. What it has done is given ordinary people, young people, women, people of color, people who aren't necessarily connected or independently wealthy, the opportunity to run for office and unseat incumbents. It has reduced the corrupting influence of money more than literally any other state in this country. And it forces every legislator in this building, from freshman legislators to the Speaker of the House to the President of the Senate, to talk to ordinary constituents and ask for $5 contributions when seeking re-election, rather than special interests. It forces all incumbents to be accountable to their constituents in a meaningful way and a way that frankly leaves some in this building feeling a little uncomfortable. I think that's a good thing. When I talk to my colleagues in literally every other state, they complain about having to spend all their time raising money, kowtowing with special interests, focusing on the powerful and not the people. Sure, there's some of that in this building, but it simply does not compare. We shouldn't go back. No budget should abandon clean elections. We can't afford to go back to the way things were.